Hey there! So you finally got your driving license. You've come a long way. How was your experience?
Amazing! My first drive was a symphony of excitement.
Wow, glad to hear that. Now you're a pro driver, right?
Well, I think it's all about consistent practice. Hopefully, the more I practice, the more I'll improve.
Yes, of course. Usually, mastering any art takes time, and it requires practice too, specifically shifting gears, be it while driving or in our personal lives.
In cars, it is alright. But in life,
Yes, life.
I'm all ears. How about we dive into this for our today's discussion to get a clearer understanding?
Amazing. Let's explore this insightful topic together. I'm Arpita.
And I am Rachita. Welcome to the June episode of Soul Vibes.
Rachita ji, we all know that life is a journey marked by a series of ups and downs. That's the way life flows.
Exactly. It's a universal experience.
But how we respond to these fluctuations makes all the difference.
Yeah, that's right.
This is what I meant by shifting gears. But before we move forward, let's break down its literal meaning.
Of course, let's explore with a quick search. Shifting gears refers to changing what you do, the way you think, perceive, respond, or react to a particular situation.
Rachita ji, in your daily life, have you ever felt the urge to do that?
Yes, I can relate. Actually, in the dynamic world of the corporate sector, teams constantly shift with each project. I've been leading my team for about 2 years, but recently I've encountered a challenge. Despite the careful planning and delegation from the first day of the project, my team lacked motivation and underperformed, causing missed deadlines. Even after my relentless efforts, my team showed no improvement, and I found myself sinking towards disappointment. So the pressure to compensate and meet those deadlines left me frustrated and utterly drained.
Oh, then what happened? How did you manage to turn things around and shake off that challenge in that tough spot?
Arpita ji, sometimes when we are driving on the same path at a fast pace, we tend to miss certain surroundings that are passing by. In those moments, we need to slow down a little bit to understand the scenario. Similarly, I also felt the need to slow down. Actually, I was immersed in my work schedule. So to correct that, I tried to analyze the situation and reassess the dynamics. I shifted my gears from misunderstanding to clear understanding. I applied the teachings of our regular satsangat and filled the gaps by increasing the dose of love and empathy. I started to give my colleagues the benefit of the doubt. I offered extra support and even tried to redefine goals. And this helped me completely to overcome those hurdles. Gradually, everything fell into place, even better than before. And we all achieved our goals collectively, making our work more enjoyable.
Indeed, Satsanga truly is a treasure of invaluable lessons. Do you think that generally love goes in a circle?
Yes, but why not start drawing the first dot of this circle by unconditional love from our side?
Absolutely. What an amazing shift of perspective. Rachita ji, here I believe that recognizing the significance of shifting gears starts with understanding why it is necessary. And to explore this further, we have Sonia ji from Alot joining us.
Sant Nirankari, thank you so much for inviting me. In my opinion, changing gear does not change the situation immediately. Rather, it changes our perspective to perceive that situation. And then, it helps in changing the circumstances also. Every obstacle turns into opportunity and problem into possibility. It becomes a chance to learn and evolve. I recently learned about my friend's child facing challenges at school, which were causing distress and prompting changes in him. It turned out that the child was experiencing discomfort due to the unpleasant behavior of a group of classmates. After my friend approached the teachers, they intervened and identified the source of the trouble. The school then took proactive steps by analyzing the situation and organizing dynamic activities for all the students of the class. In addition to this, they also prioritized offering counseling session for the affected child. My friend was extremely surprised by this approach and was eager to understand the reason behind those counseling sessions. The teacher clarified that, for instance, if any driver finds bumpy roads, he shifts the gear and velocity accordingly. We have control over our response to any particular situation. So it is not solely essential to identify the cause and focus on it, but it is also more important to prepare the child for handling different situations with a broader perspective and providing him support to emerge stronger, overcome challenges, and foster a positive learning environment. Through that instance, I realized how important it is to accept circumstances and gear up to handle problems. This is the way to find solutions, break free from old limitations, and move ahead in life. Situations cannot be controlled. They demand a shift in oneself. Irrespective of the wind's direction or strength, the sails must be adjusted to propel the ship. It's necessary for moving on effortlessly.
Thank you, Sonia ji. It was truly eye-opening. As we say it in Spanish, no es práctico cambiar el camino entero, pero definitivamente podemos cambiar nuestro calzado. I mean that it's not practical to change the entire road, but we can definitely change our shoes.
Rachita ji, this also reminds me of an incident from my French class. We were in a listening session, tasked with filling in missing words in a text. The session began with a song, setting the rhythm for our listening journey, as the beat seamlessly intertwined with the melody. I was nervous about how to solve the activity, as my French skills weren't too strong. Meanwhile, I saw my friend's face, and he seemed genuinely excited about the activity. I was surprised, as his French skills also weren't too strong, so I asked him how he managed not to find it difficult. He explained that he wasn't focused on the difficulty, but on finding ways to complete the task. His way was to use context clues from the lyrics and rhythm to guess the missing words without worrying about making mistakes. Actually, his actions showed how important it is to be aware of our available resources to find solutions, embracing the sense of going with the flow. This made me realize that it's all about perspective.
Absolutely. It's interesting how a shift in perspective can completely alter our situation.
As we all know, Satguru Mata Sudiksha Ji Maharaj has always taught us about the importance of perspective and to improve ourselves or shift our gears to conquer setbacks and rise to new heights.
Arpita ji, this sparks another curiosity. Is there any perfect moment when gears must be shifted?
Perhaps Harry Ji, who has joined us from Portugal, can help us uncover this.
Tanakaji, changing the gear correctly will ensure that a vehicle stays healthy. The process is fairly straightforward for everyday driving. Listening to the engine while driving will enable us to understand the vehicle when it needs a change in the gear or not. In life, recognizing when to shift gears often arises from self-awareness or mindfulness. Our state of mind signals when a change is needed. In automatic cars, gears change automatically whenever it's necessary, whereas in manual cars, drivers need to change gears all the time, such as during passing, acceleration, or navigating inclines and declines. Contextually, Satguru Baba Hardev Singh Ji Maharaj had once said in his discourse, "When we are climbing an altitude, our vehicle needs more acceleration." In reality, Whatever may be the circumstances, the vehicle should have a smooth transition. Any sensations of slipping, grinding, or shaking as it changes gears is abnormal. Usually, these are the first signs of transmission problems. Alongside, the sign of light indicator in the dashboard also appears. The responsible driver always looks after these signs which are indicated by the car. Similarly, we must stay alert to the signs and signals in life to recognize the right moment for applying changes. At times, life presents hurdles and obstacles that disrupt our concentration. It is crucial to tune into our emotions, energy levels, and the feedback we receive. These feedbacks act like signals that help us realize when we should switch our path. In any vehicle, when starting the engine, it is ensured that the transmission is aligned to the center. I mean in neutral. Equally in life, before making any significant changes, it's essential to centralize oneself with this almighty Nirankar. In the beginning, the driver is used to looking down before changing the gear, but as the time passes, this process of shifting goes effortlessly with confidence. On the other hand, a devotee is able to make necessary changes effortlessly through Godfidence. Before any shifting is done, the driver must press the clutch pedal in order to shift gears correctly. Accordingly, I believe that in life, before making any essential changes, emphasizing the adoption of Satguru's teachings and the company of Sadh Sangat is essential. Establishing this balance naturally guides decisions of shifting, when to speak, when to remain silent, when to show restraint, how to respond thoughtfully, how to express love and respect, and so on. Therefore, in a balanced life with the realization of God, every action becomes an act of devotion. Sant Nirankari.
Thank you so much, Hariji, for these enlightening thoughts. Your insight bring to my mind a quote I love from Albert Einstein. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving.
Definitely. This balance is much needed. Moving on should be constant, but maintaining stability amidst movement is crucial. Just like the roots of a tree, while the leaves dance in the wind. It's the firmness of these roots that ensures the tree's resilience and growth.
Wow! Now actually I am excited to know how this shifting can be so effortless and certainly fruitful.
Sure. Sarika ji, a student of a fashion designing university in Barcelona, has joined us and will share her personal experience in a poetic way that will definitely solve our query.
Sant Nirankari. In the rush of creation, I worked with care. The design from my dreams was delicate and rare. In each stitch there was a part of my soul. In every seam there was a story untold. But then something went wrong with the careless touch. The makeup stained the fabric and I panicked too much. Frustration rose inside me like a storm. Desperation whispered, "You have lost your form." I scrubbed and I washed. I tried everything to remove the stain, to fix this thing. But in my rush, more errors came, and I saw that in my hurry, I've lost the game. Hours passed in this useless fight, caught up in stress, nothing felt right. I was tired and troubled, lost in my dreams, when in surrenderance to Nirankar, serenity gleamed. It wasn't the garment that magically healed, but in my heart and my mind, a peace was revealed. Serenity bloomed where chaos had reigned, perspective shifted, my soul was unchained. At the exhibition of the design, I stood with grace, no longer troubled by what I couldn't erase. The flaw I feared actually became a gift. The surrenderance indeed was my shift. The stain became a symbol of natural grace, turning the garment into a source of praise. In letting go, everything finds its light, regardless of outcomes. Inner peace shines bright. In surrenderance, I learned to let go of control, to live in the present, to nourish my soul. Like a wave on its journey to this vast ocean, embracing the flow, I'll find my true devotion. With Nirankar as our guide, we face no defeat. Every challenge is an opportunity to make our journey complete. The vast ocean calls, its embrace is so wide. In surrenderance of the wave, peace becomes its guide. In surrenderance of the wave, peace becomes its guide. Dhan Nirankari ji.
What an impactful poem. The way Sagarika ji has conveyed her experience is truly beautiful and profound. Definitely, when we surrender to the formless Nirankar, our perspective shifts. Suddenly our worries seem to fade. They are replaced by a certainty that whatever unfolds is for the best. As quoted in Sampuran Hardev Bani, Kahe Hardev, Vidhan mein tere, आनंद ही आनंद है, हमें पसंद हो वही विधाता जो भी तुझे पसंद है.
Yes, so true. Rachita ji, when we surrender our circumstances to the will of this Almighty, our challenges don't disappear. Instead, we find the strength to keep moving forward.
Exactly, Arpita ji. Our ultimate shift happens when we move from me to you, and our faith becomes unshakable. Actually, the transformation of our outlook from darkness towards enlightenment is effectively cultivated through the guidance of the Satguru.
Yes, Rachita ji, and the devotee nurtures the teachings of the Satguru through Seva, Simran and Satsang. Let's move further and listen to the thoughts of Soni ji.
Nirankari, it is often thought that wisdom and maturity comes with growing age only. However, as per my experience, it's satsang that helps us to become mature and wise. We may not even realize how regular satsang visits impact us directly and indirectly. Regular satsang visits might seem simple, but they gradually shape us subtly yet profoundly, enabling us to make the right decisions at the right time. Well, we may not even realize, but the pearls of wisdom that we receive in regular congregation quietly get stored in our subconscious mind. And when life throws challenges, these teachings, they spring into action, guiding us into wise decisions instantly. It actually works like the application stored in the computer. They are ready to pop up automatically when we need them. These effortless actions, they allow us to make wise decisions instantly, enabling us to navigate life's hurdles with maturity and grace. Hence, we should not allow the excuses and the games of life to overpower us. Whenever the mind tries to play any sort of tricks which may cause distraction, at that particular moment, we must realize and prioritize Seva, Simran and Satsang, keeping in mind that regularity of these holds a profound impact in our divine journey. Dhan Nirankari ji.
Thank you, Soni ji, for sharing these insightful thoughts. Arpita ji, today's discussion beautifully revealed that when we prioritize the presence of the Almighty in our lives, regularly engage with selfless service, remembrance of God, congregation, and of course, imbibe the teachings of the true master in a practical way, then gradually the shifting or transformation becomes seamless and automatic, proving to be beneficial for oneself and others. Hence, living life according to the divine qualities naturally becomes our nature.
Absolutely. Just like in driving, we initially put effort into shifting gears, but after regular practice, we effortlessly shift gears in all situations, whether we're engrossed in a conversation or even listening to music. In fact, then we keep moving forward, enjoying the journey through all the ups and downs.
Exactly, Arpita ji. Now I understand how this spiritual journey of human experiences becomes so beautiful and divine. Arpita ji, let's pray at the holy feet of Satguru Mata ji that we may always remain connected to Seva, Simran and Satsang. Huzur, please bless us. May the gears of our life shift as per your will, effortlessly, from hatred to love, being stagnant to moving on, negativity to positivity, doubt to faith, manmat to gurmat, and ultimately from me to you.
We thank each one of you for being part of this blissful journey. Muchas gracias a cada uno de ustedes por formar parte de este viaje espiritual.
In the end, we would like to leave you with a devotional song. Sant Nirankari.
My true master enters souls. True love they only behold. From deception to hope, me to faith go pursue, but forever giving me to you. Be to you. I'm dust, you're the cosmos, being aware of your presence around me. I'm always at peace. The souls don't wanna wander anymore. Lead them to peace. Please show them their home. ¿Por qué vaga y corre tras aquello que no dura para siempre? Mientras viven, hagan el favor de conocerse a sí mismos de una vez. Somente con devoción, corazones inmensos llenos de amor y paz. Puede ser alcanzada una existencia valiosa con propósito e intención pura. True master enter soul. True love they only behold. From deception to hope, me to faith go pursue, by forever giving me to you. to you.